How you doing? I'm Patrick with KDS Windsor, and this is Nick. We're standing in front of a wet bulb right now in front of a batch kiln. There's difference between this and a batch kiln. If we were standing inside of a continuous kiln, this would be on a door that you could access from the outside of the kiln because you can't get to the inside of the kiln. But with a batch kiln, obviously, you can get to the inside of the kiln at the end of every charge between the next charge. So Nick's going to run us through some of the things that you should be looking for from a maintenance perspective. Not a maintenance, but more of just a routine, changing the wet bulb wick and how it affects your drying. Nick?
Yeah, so first thing you want to do is making sure to check your wet bulb wick, make sure it's not too dirty. If it's too dirty, it won't be sucking up the water, it won't be evaporating off, it won't be doing its purpose.
Can it give you inaccurate readings?
Yeah.
Okay.
And so you're not getting the true compression in the kiln. So you want to change that out if it's too dirty. You want to check and make sure there's not too much buildup in your water trough. You want to check and make sure the supply line is running and your drain is running. If you've got this overflowing, you're going to see some really fast corrosion on your panels here, and this is just going to go away. So you want to make sure you're draining all your liquid outside and your supply is running, so you got a nice constant flow so your wick stays wet. Today we're going to talk about wet bulb access doors on a CDK. On a CDK, it doesn't stop running, but you still need to change out your wicks. So what we've devised here is an access door that you can change your wet bulb wicks while the CDK is running. You want to make sure before you open this door that it's on the negative pressure side, and then you can just come over here, open up the door, change your wick, check your water, close it up. Then you can also go over here to your flow meter if you need to change the flow rate of the water. And we're here to talk about our fresh air injection system on a continuous dry kiln. As you can see over my left shoulder, we have our tube axial fan that blows into the main drying chamber. In a typical batch kiln, you would control your wet bulb with roof vents, but in most continuous dry kilns, we don't have roof vents. So we still want to control the wet bulb temperature for the same reason we control it in any other kiln. So what we do is we blow it in fresh air into the MD section on either end of the gable end. And this also pressurizes the MD section to help push out that moisture out to the ER chambers and help our engine recovery.